Hey YouTubers, it's Crypto 101 here, and in this session I'm going to do a full review on an ICO called Firetoken and also why their program or system is going to change the way we trade in cryptocurrencies. Also, I'm going to do a quick update on Bitcoin and how the market is reacting. So starting off first, let's go ahead and move on to the 3 winners for $150 from my last video. Alright, Ruben Duran. Keep it rolling, dude. You've got all my support and attention. Thank you, and let me go ahead and send you your $150. Congratulations. Alright, next one, Ife Gilman. Great insights about VeChain. Thank you. Let me go ahead and send you yours. Alright, next one is Simwar CMAB. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate the quality topics you're looking into. Alright, let me go send yours. Congratulations, Simwar. Alright, now that that's done, I just want to go over some quick disclaimers. I am not a financial advisor, and all information given is for entertainment or educational purposes. Okay, so now let's go ahead and stick with these 3 rules when it comes into investing, because cryptocurrency is very high risk. So always, number 1, never invest more than what you can afford to lose. Number 2, diversify to cast a larger net and minimize your risk. Number 3, take profit as the price increases and take more when the price goes parabolic. So these 3 methods will actually keep you a lot safer when you're investing, and most importantly, don't put too much that you can't afford to lose, alright, because this is a very volatile space and you guys should know that by now. Alright, so off to the Bitcoin chart here. This is a 4-hour chart. We have Bitcoin right over here. You see a double top, and the double top completed and a drop, and now it's time to either go up or break down even further. So Bitcoin went to 6,000 before, right? So now I'm thinking that it could even head over to this level, or even further if it gets worse past the 6,000 level and down into 5,000 to 6,000. This is the worst case scenario, guys. Alright, so I don't see a good solid 5,000 support level over here. You don't see much here for this period of time during August 2017 to October. You'll see most of it was developing around 4,000 and hitting at the highest around 5,000, but the support level is closer to 4,000 during this time. So that would be the next major support level after this area, which I personally believe that's where we're heading to. Because if you look at the other, this is the crash of 2014 after Mt. Gox debacle, right? So you have this steep decline, you know, a nice quick bounce up, which is normal. What goes down goes back up, right? So after that, it dropped steadily for 2 years. Okay, so I really doubt that this will happen in our situation right now, based on the foundation that has been grown and set, the technology that's has advanced, as well as infrastructure and all the adoption across the world. And you know, with all these different governments trying to regulate cryptocurrency, you know it's going to be a part of our day-to-day lives. So it's only a matter of time that you can see cryptocurrency bull run again. Now this is a 2-year span. That is not going to happen to us. Alright, this was dead for a long time. But for us, I think that we should be seeing another bull one within this year. I would say maybe late this year, maybe past summer. But hey, if not, worst case scenario would be in 2019, which is more likely. Because we have all this FUD going on right now. You have the lowest volume search on Google for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So this is Google Trends. We flatlined in terms of volume search for Bitcoin. People are not interested to find out what it is because it's not making money. There's no hype. Okay, so this is where all the dumb money came in, when people were just finding out, people are making, you know, millions or just, you know, success stories overnight. All right, so this is when the dumb money came in, and they just threw whatever they had into cryptocurrency, not really understanding you know, the risk of it, and that's it, they left. Okay, so that's what happened to this, and you can see just by the search volume, people are not interested in learning what cryptocurrency is, even though it's the best time right now to know about it, because everything's changing, evolving. The adoption has been going up all across the world. So this is actually the greatest time to be researching cryptocurrency, because if you were to research right here and throw your money you know, into anything or ICOs or any, you know, new coin that just has some kind of pop, you would have lost money because everything crashed. Okay, but look what happened to the volume on Google Trends. Everything's dropped. On top of that, you have, you know, all the views on every video has been going down versus what it was like back 4 months ago. So you also have this here. Here's another chart of how all the previous crashes look like. So you see all this percentage here. This is actually what we need to look at. So you have up to 83%, 87%. That was the 2014 crash, which lasted 411 days. That was the longest correction period ever seen in cryptocurrencies. So it says our recent one, the 8,000, is actually not accurate. It should be 6,000. This would make it into a 70% correction. So if our largest correction was like 87%, so we still have some room to even go down further. But I'm thinking at the worst case, Bitcoin 5,000, it'll be bouncing around here. That's the worst case. It's probably not likely going to happen. It's possible, but hey, if it does correct, I believe we should be seeing Bitcoin around 6,000, bouncing around this level. Before breaking out again, it has to consolidate, it has to slow down, go sideways a little bit, you know, cool off before it takes off, because right now this is so volatile. Alright, so we could see you know, the bulls take over and just launch this thing back past 20,000, but honestly, I personally think that we still need to cool off a little bit before taking off to make higher highs. It's just way more healthy for that to happen than if we all of a sudden just took off from this point on, because we still have to go and correct again further later. But you just gotta pretty much look at it like, if you were the financial institution with all this money, do you want to buy Bitcoin around here where it's 7,000, close to $8,000? You want to start buying it up here and take the price up? Or do you want to spread some FUD, drop the price further down to maybe here and buy Bitcoin at 4,000 to 5,000, right? If you had all the power in the world, what would you do, you know, if you were in the mindset of the financial institutions or the people of power? Governments, banks, whoever controls the world, what do you think they'll do? They're not going to buy at 8,000, obviously, right? They want it for cheaper. So, of course, there's going to be all these gimmicks going on, FUD, fake news, whatever it is, but the price, I feel like they could just dump some coins, drop it further, and set a panic sell from here all the way down to 6,000 at least, you know, before it takes off. So maybe further, 4,000, 5,000, who knows, before it takes off. But that's what, you know, people with the power and the money, they should actually would choose to buy at a cheaper price, you know, before the next breakout past our all-time highs of 20,000, 19,000. Alright, so what I do want to talk to you guys about today is Firetoken. It's a decentralized cryptocurrency investment voting community. Okay, so here goes a quick sample snapshot of a website. And the question is, how is Firetoken going to change the way we trade? Alright, so check this out. So this is new. They're developing live trading. Alright, so what Firetoken does is that you can earn Fire Power, which are voting points right here. You see 1,800 Fire Power. You can use that on a 1 minute channel, 1 minute candle chart to vote for your buy order or vote for the sell order on the next trade. So if there is more people in a community using their Fire Power to vote for a buy order, then you know the chances that the buy would go up would be greater, because now you have a data that you have a whole bunch of people voting up that it will go on to a buy order next. So now combine this with the tools like Coinigy or TradingView to have a better system, you know, just to give more data into trading. This would help out a lot. So this is something that we haven't seen before, and that's why I'm sharing to you now, because I feel like this will actually change the entire game, and I will personally use this service because I can help myself trade better by kind of knowing what's going on with other people, you know, at the same time. So know what other members in the community are thinking before making a trade, data collection in real time to give us an edge in making quick decisions. So this is a 1 minute chart, and you need to know every minute how the trade's going to go. So you want to have a second opinion, or a group opinion, you know, a collective of what's going to happen next. So they also gave a poker table analogy, which gives us an unfair advantage if you think about it. Just imagine if you were on a poker table and you have 4 other guys in the same table that knows what card you have, and you guys all know what other cards each other have, right? So it's kind of like that when you're trading in cryptocurrencies. So just imagine if you had 500,000 people sharing the same information against, you know, other people on the market. All right, so you have about 500,000 people saying they're going to buy this coin in the next, you know, for the next trade. And hey, if there's momentum in that way, you know, when you see the points go up, if there's a lot of points for, let's say, buy, you know, then wouldn't you want to actually make a purchase too and try to profit from that collective data that you just gathered, right? So this is actually very innovative. I haven't seen anything like this, which is why I'm very interested in Firetoken. They do offer a lot of different things too. So they also have an investment holdings portfolio that is controlled by the community. All right, so it says weekly core holdings for investment pool. So this will create a safe foundation for a community portfolio. They said they're going to do the top 10. So I believe it's the top 10 in terms of coin market cap. Now you have a lot of coins that have a lot of history in the top 10. So you're talking about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all that. So it's going to stabilize their portfolio by having these core holdings in there. So that's why it's going to create a foundation, and I feel a lot more safer in investing into their portfolio because they have this, and not just altcoins or ICOs alone, because those are more high risk. So the majority of the coins they're going to be holding would be the core holdings. So now you know what the safest investment are based on a majority vote. So you have a better idea what everyone in the community is going to vote for, you know, for the core holdings. If it's Bitcoin, obviously that's going to be on the list, right? Ethereum. So look, so know what core holdings to buy and sell in the event of a change. Now Ethereum, there was YouTubers talking about selling Ethereum at 900. This same person predicted that it was going to drop, you know, at 900, and which it did. And he did this before too, when Ethereum was at 300, and the price dropped. He warned everyone to sell, and it dropped down to 100, 120ish. Okay, so now this time finally I'm going to listen, all right, because he's been right several times, and his name is Brandon Kelly. So check him out for trading and charting. He's one of the best you know, traders out there I've seen. A lot of his information makes sense, and I've been following him ever since I started. So he's been right about Ethereum. So I did just trade. Ethereum's at 450, but based on his charts, it might go down to 350 or 250, around that area. So I'm going to play it safe, and I did sell half of my Ethereum into Bitcoin because of this, because it's not looking good. So now just imagine having a community vote consensus on something like that kind of information, knowing to sell Ethereum at what time. Okay, so having that additional validation of what that YouTuber said and what other people are saying, it's going to be helpful. All right, it's going to be very helpful just knowing that. So that's why, that's another reason why having these core holding investment polls is important. All right, so the small cap altcoins trading polls. So now you could sway the community to purchase what coins, altcoins you want Firetoken to hold in the community portfolio. So that's why you have to use your points in order to kind of vote for your favorite altcoins. Alright, so the lower cap cryptocurrencies have more potential for price action when there's adequate volume coming in to buy. So now just imagine if Firetoken, they're taking our ICO funds, right, to do trades with altcoins, low cap altcoins. They can move the market easily. Alright, so when you're talking about 20,000, 50,000, you can see a bump in the price. Okay, you can see some price action there. Now what if everyone moves as a community? Okay, But this is not to be confused with a pump and dump, guys, because a pump and dump, the community will be buying afterwards. But this, they're giving the signals first to their members to buy first, right, before Firetoken comes in and buys up the price further. Alright, so this is the only way that's going to work. So if Firetoken was going to do the other way around, pump and dump, this would not last. Okay, because the main goal is for the members to make money, and that's how it's going to keep growing. If the members continue to make money, or they see previous history of people making money with this program, then you can see this community grow, and this thing would scale fast because of this kind of system. Because a lot of these signals group, who knows, they actually give out signals, and sometimes I feel like the price is already up. It's a little too late. But when, let's say, the people controlling the signals are given is the community. The community is the one that actually vote for the signals. So after it's tallied up, Firetoken sends out signals, and the community buys it up first, and Firetoken buys it up next. And hopefully that sets off a trend, a breakout in the price, which causes other people in that market to come in on the exchange to purchase as well. So the people that benefit the most is the community members. Alright, so that's how it should be. And you can see a lot of price action just based on this system. And in order for this to work, Firetoken has to see their members gain on the price action. Alright, so this is the only way it can scale. So weekly ICO purchase polls. This is a hot one. So Firetoken takes care of purchasing ICOs for the community. Some of the best ICOs are restricted in many countries, making it difficult to purchase. We all know that, right? You have all these bans, USA, China, you can't buy ICOs. Purchasing ICOs can be time consuming and off schedule. We tried doing that. You have to know exactly what time to buy the ICO. You have to get on the right time. And even after trying dozens of times, you can fail to get that order on the ICO because so many people are trying to buy in with all the FOMO. Alright, so Firetoken can take care of the ICO purchases for us. And the community votes on the ICO with the greatest potential. Now, Firetoken's team set out to purchase the community portfolio for them, or community's ICO for them. So you have to imagine like this. Now, look at this. Cutum, Populous, Neblio, Misego. These went 35 to 50x in 2017. Neo's not in here in 2017. Everyone was talking about Neo on YouTube, right? That's what I remember. But why didn't we make a bigger move? I definitely made a move on Neo. But wouldn't it be better if we all had a consensus on what the next ICO for 2018 is going to be? Because you have all these different people follow, you know, different YouTubers. Just imagine if you had a community, you know, where each person, like one person is following, you know, like a set of YouTubers, another person is following another set of YouTubers, and we come into a consensus saying, hey, this new ICO, let's say Cutum for example, is going to be the next one, so they all vote for Cutum as the next hottest ICO, and this would give us a leg up when it comes to trying to figure out what's the next best ICO for 2018. And you know, we don't know where all these members are going to get their sources from, but the more members we have, the better, because you have people that watch YouTube, you have people that go on Reddit, you have news sites, and if we could pull in all this information together to vote for the best ICOs and have Firetoken purchase it, even better. But if we want to also purchase our own ICOs on the side, we can do that too now that we got the signal, right, from Firetoken. So that's the service that they offer. These signals, they're going to charge for it, but you guys got to get in now while it's free. Okay, so what is firepower and how can I vote for what I want? Alright, so the only way to get firepower is if you stake their FPWR Fire token. You'll receive dividends from their community portfolio in your Cutie Wallet. And it's one FPWR Fire token, you get one firepower voting point. So it's a little confusing how they have FPWR, that's their token, and firepower as a voting point, but that's how you gotta separate it. So you stake 1,000 tokens, you get 1,000 firepower points. So you get more advantage on voting if you have more tokens staked. So the firepower points is what's used for all the services they offer, and you can see that they offer ICO polls, altcoins weekly, core holdings weekly, live trading. All right, so they have multiple facets of using this voting power, which is firepower. And the only way to get it is by staking their tokens. All right, so how do members get dividends from the community investment portfolio? So Fire tokens need to be staked in the Firetoken Cutie Wallet to receive dividends. Dividends are rewarded in Fire tokens, which is FPWR, and Firepower voting points. Dividends are distributed to members who stake Firepower up to 36% maximum per month. Can Fire token restrict our wallets? No, that is not possible with their system, as your FPWR tokens is staked on your Cutie Wallet, which is what you have full control of on your desktop. So you could send, you could receive with that Cutie Wallet. If you guys haven't used one before, it's something what Neo has, what Pivx has, what all these different staking platforms, proof of stake, will have. The dividend reward is automatically paid to your Qt wallet every 7 days. Alright, so it's a minimum of 7 days, maximum of 7 days for staking. It's just very simple. 7 days, you get your reward. That's it. You don't have to set a period longer than 7 days. It's very simple, straightforward. That's how they reward their members, and it's automatically through your Qt wallet. So all you have to do is just leave it in there and you collect the reward. But keep in mind, so if the portfolio doesn't make money or make that much money to cover up to 36%, then people will get less. That's just how it works. But the community are the ones who decides what to trade. So if the community does not perform well or make the right choices, then that's on the community's portfolio's fault, so can't really blame Firetoken. Alright, so BTC and ETH can always be withdrawn from the website during the ICO. So as you know, most ICOs, they do not let you withdraw Bitcoins or Ethereum or whatever you put in there, but at least with Firetoken you can withdraw anytime, so there's nothing to worry about during the ICO. According to roadmap, Firepower will be aggressively listed on multiple exchanges and will be fully decentralized from their own control. So I see on the roadmap they have many exchanges that they're going to get listed on. I'm going to show you that later. And they did not say they have an internal exchange, which is a good thing. So when there's no internal exchange, this is more of a decentralized system and they cannot manipulate the price or hold or restrict their funds on the website. Alright, so that's actually good news. So why would we want to put our money into an internal exchange or and see people do all these crazy price manipulation? This is nothing like that, and from what I'm seeing, this is fully decentralized. Most importantly, how does Firetoken make money? Right? That's all we want to know. Okay? So Firetoken is using the funds raised during the ICO to fund the community portfolio. If the portfolio grows, then the stakeholders earn more firepower. If the portfolio does not perform well, then the firepower dividend stake reward will be less. And this is more sustainable model as it doesn't guarantee a return. It's all based on how much the portfolio can make. So Firetoken do have experienced traders on their team, as they mentioned, and have successfully traded by working in groups. So that's where the idea stemmed from, is that they were getting gathered together, traded in groups, and they made money from it, and that's why they continue on with creating a larger group with more data and more members to scale what they're doing. With their expertise and the data gathered as a community, they will have an unfair advantage in deciding on the best cryptocurrencies and ICOs that a community fund can profit with. So you just gotta imagine, when you have a lot of people coming in and vote on a certain cryptocurrency, for example, if Ontology is going to moon, like what's happening right now, if everyone could come in and start voting for that, and that it just happened recently, like a couple days ago, if we were to get together and vote on Ontology, then we could capitalize on that as a community, okay? Just working together and not against each other. That's pretty much it. And that way, even with Firetoken's funds, they're going to be the whales that they're going to drive the price action up a little bit too, just from what they're holding. And on top of that, you have all these people coming together in community to push the price up further, right? So everyone can benefit. This alone, I can see a lot of different ways to make money with, so keep that in mind. Another thing, Firetoken will be entering the market at the lowest levels at the end of the ICO. We're talking about at the end of April, roughly. That's when the ICO should be over. So what is the price right now? As long as they're not buying in at 20,000, okay? And you can see a price right now, we're hovering around 8,000, but by the end of April, I'm expecting their entry level to Bitcoin will be somewhere around 4,000 to 6,000, and if not 6,000 to 7,000, it's going to be on the lower side. It's just better than buying it at the highest high, which is 20,000. So when they started their business platform, that's the most important thing. So if they're getting it around here, if they're starting around here, then you can see that it would probably most likely go up over time over there. So even down here, you know, here, as long as they get in around these levels, they're entering cryptocurrency at a low price, okay? And I'm expecting it to consolidate somewhere here, but it's not long before, because financial institutions are coming in, and I'm hearing word that there are major players trying to search for a large amount of cryptocurrency. So it's about to happen soon. It's about to happen soon. We just don't know when, you know. Just gonna definitely, it should be further corrected. I think it go a little cheaper, honestly. Maybe even to Bitcoin 5,000. All right, and you know, bounce around this level for a bit, but who knows? But as long as we're not buying it in at 20,000, okay, as long as they're not buying in at 20,000, we're good. So now when the market turns back around, let's say they did get in at 5,000 and Bitcoin goes past 20,000, that's already a 4x gain, okay? So that's 4,000%, which can help pay for their dividends. So that's 4,000% gain, just, you know, like that's from Bitcoin. But what about all the other cryptocurrencies that they're holding in their portfolio? Everything else would go up after that too, okay? So can that sustain a 36%? Sure, definitely. Now, if we go into a further correction and it lasted for a full year, then the story might be different, okay? But also, it depends how low it goes. But honestly, for the 5,000 Bitcoin mark, that's already a killer deal for Bitcoin. And if it gets around back to that level, you can bet that the financial institutions will be coming in to purchase it back up. Alright, because that's a really cheap price for cryptocurrency, knowing that it was at 20,000 at one point. And that goes back to here. If Bitcoin goes to 5,000, what would the percentage decline be? That's a 70, so you're saying like a 75% decline. Now we're going to 4,000. Man, that could even be a 80% decline, and that would be record history, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. But most importantly, we're not entering the market at 20k with this portfolio. That's the most important. So Firetoken is not paid on BTC or ETH for their staking reward, as it's not sustainable form of payment. So now we just seen FI coin go down, okay? So they could not sustain their returns with Ethereum because it's very expensive. It's a lot different than paying with their own token. So if FI coin was to pay with their own token, they would have lasted a lot longer. But I did mention to watch them carefully, and all they had to do was enter the external exchanges like Coin Exchange, but they failed to do that because they did not have enough volume in Token Store. So if they were to list on Ether Delta, they would have got a lot more volume combined with Token Store. They could have just listed on Coin Exchange that way, but they didn't. So they're trying to recover and trying to rebuild the business with the community to revamp FI coin and try to continue on. But at this point, it's considered a loss, and those things are all high risk. So never put in more than you can afford to lose. And with Firetoken, they're paying out an FPWR. Okay, so the thing is, I should not even compare this with FI coin, because FI coin did not even have a sustainable, a real product. All they had was a FIBO trading bot, whatever that is, you know. So any program out there, whether it's lending or staking, stay away from it. There is still things like, I believe it's monetized coin. They went 7x. All right, wouldn't it be nice to get a 7x gain on your investment? Yes, but it's still too risky. Those kind of platforms, you have to invest your money onto the website, and it's an internal exchange. They manipulate the price. That's how they get the price up so fast. Okay, so it's safer to stay away from that. Those things would not turn out well. That's why I'm completely done with anything that doesn't have an actual product. You need a way to make money in order for it to sustain. So just like any business, all right. Now going back to here, it says just like how any other POS works. So proof of stake, you know, you have coins like Neo, Arc, VeChain, Lisp, PivX. They're all staking as well. So you stake and you earn more of their coins. So same thing that Firetokens do, and not anything different. There's a Cutie Wallet you install, just like everyone else. Okay. Now checking out the website, their Cutie Wallet is not up yet, officially up yet. It's going to be open source on GitHub. So the thing is, we're just waiting for further announcement on their Qt wallet. Since this is an early stage of ICO, we're still on stage 1, so check it out. And also they have a 1 level 10% referral bonus during the ICO. You also get 10% firepower voting points to help spread the word. Alright, so that's during the ICO, just to spread the word. But after ICO, it's only a 1 level firepower voting points given. So there's no FPWR tokens reward. It's pretty much there's no MLM structure to it. That could really hurt the business, you know. So you have all these multi-level marketing with tiers and, you know, downlines and all that. Those things get very expensive and it could break down and collapse any minute. All right, so if the bottom level does not continue on, it could trickle up to the top. So Firetoken does not have any of that. That's why they have my support, okay? Because I do not want to join any more programs where there's multi-level involved in it. Those tend not to work out too well in the long run, so it's kind of pointless. Now, Firetoken signals, they can help members make money on their own trades if they choose to follow them, right? So they have all these signals for the core holdings, right? No one to sell Ethereum, no one to buy back Ethereum. That can be found out with the community voting. Altcoin trading. Now you have all these altcoins, lower cap. I'm not sure on what level of you know, lower cap altcoins are you thinking of, but it has to be enough where they can actually kind of pump the price. So if it's too low, you know, it lacks liquidity. So I'm pretty sure they won't be that, you know, make bad decisions where they're gonna vote for those kind of coins. But if you think about it, the community are the ones that vote for the coins. Okay, so it's all up to the community on what price action they want to see for what coin and more. So live trading, that's huge right here. To get in on the live trading, to see what hundreds of people are actually voting for, whether to buy or sell at the next minute, that's something I have to see. And they're going to build their user base for an entire year. Alright, so after that they're going to charge $4.99 per month. That's another way for a revenue that they're going to gain by growing this platform. But if you register now, you could get a lifetime membership account. So this is for early adopters. They need to get people on board early to support them, and that's why they offer this lifetime membership. Alright, so that's lifetime, so it doesn't take long. 5 minutes, sign up for an account, done. Alright, you're all set. Don't have to buy anything, just check it out, sign up, and reserve it. Just reserve it, that's all you have to do. So stop trying to figure things out on your own and start working as a community to make a better investment choice. That's all it's about. As you know, so I built groups, right, where we all just trade information. And at one point, it was like I didn't have to go on to do more research online because all the informations were posted in the group chats so rapidly. This is during the time when Bitcoin was at its highest. Okay, so this is when there was a lot of activity, a lot of volume. There was everyone trying to get in and everyone was active. But imagine working in a community, voting, right, for what's the next opportunity out there. Alright, so this is also gonna become active because these people that are in here, it doesn't matter if Bitcoin price is up or down, there's always going to be people in here voting because this is a weekly thing. Okay, there's always going to be a consensus regardless. So work as a team and stop working alone and try to do your own research because it's actually more beneficial. And you'll know what, you know, like the moment I start entering all these group chats, that's when everything changed. That's when you start picking up information way faster than going out trying to figure things out on your own. Okay, so there's that. That's what I put together. You guys could actually find this information on the link below. And let's move on to the website. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so this is their website here. Let's see. Nice little video. Stars. The color is kind of like Crown Royal. That's what it looks like. So Firetoken Revolution, a fully decentralized vote-based cryptocurrency investment community. You have their white paper here. Definitely important. Why Firetoken? Right, voting power, join. Right here. Full access of your coins. We will never restrict your wallet. Hold your own coins on a downloadable desktop Cutie Wallet. Now, since it's only the ICO phase, stage 1, I don't think they have the Cutie Wallet ready yet. So we're just waiting for that to be implemented, and looking forward to actually staking their tokens to earn the Fire Power points. Alright, decentralized voting system, progressive staking, weekly compound interest. So if you think about it, their reward is every week. So if you take the Fire Power tokens, you keep it in there, you're able to earn more every week. So you can't do daily compound, which is too crazy. But at least if it's weekly, it's more reasonable. Alright, market signal polls, we went over that. Here's the roadmap. Alright, so their staking program launches in April, which is coming up next month. Community voting program launch. That's what they're all about. External exchanges, Coin Exchange and Ether Delta. Alright, so it's an ERC20 token. They're placing in the right place. Ether Delta is where you want to actually see their tokens first. And then Coin Exchange. I think you have to get enough volume in order to get on Coin Exchange. But right over here, the next month they have the listing on IDEX as well. I believe that's ERC20 exchange, so that's going to help with the volume if they can't get on Coin Exchange, but they need to get on Coin Exchange. Alright, so that's the development on the mobile app, and on the mobile app you could have voting features on your phone. That's really cool. So that's coming out in June. That should be finished by then. Nova Exchange, so Coin Market Cap, so by then that makes sense. You know, they could get on all the exchanges and then get listed on Coin Market Cap, because you have to show enough volume in order to be listed on Coin Market Cap. So there you go. Here's another exchange, Nova Exchange, they're trying to get on. Yobit, then Livecoin in July. So they're just trying to hit on as many exchanges as possible to build volume. And this is a decentralized platform, so your tokens are never going to be held on their website. It's only going to be on these external exchanges. So there's more utility for it. So you could buy at more places, you could use it at more places. You can use it for the services on their voting system on their website. So there's a lot of utilities for this token and a lot of potential for this thing to grow and scale fast. So market merchant partnerships. Merchant, I don't know, most likely coin payments. I mean, market merchant partnerships. I guess they're going to reach out to other merchants and try to connect with them. We'll see. But August, community-based project development. Community-based project. Alright, so I believe this is something where the team, the community decides on the direction of Firetoken. Alright, so that's after August. And there you go. That's for 2018. So right over here is the Cutie Wallet. Hey, this background looks pretty cool. But at the moment, they don't have the staking wallets finished yet. So I guess they're still working on it. It's still early in the ICO stage. You have a public announcement board. You could join an email. Alright. Very simple. Truly decentralized investment community. That's the gist of it. Vote on the investment choices and follow our trades and profit. Alright, so you can't do this without numbers. And the more numbers you have, the faster this thing can grow. The more successful the trades are, the higher the value of the token, you know, as this thing goes. Because if it's more successful, people will tend to stake more of the coins, right, to get more voting power. Alright, so now if they're able to sway the decision of the community into their favor, they're going to want to stake more tokens to earn the firepower. So when people stake more tokens, you can see the price go up because there's a decreased supply of circulation of FPWR tokens in the market since everyone's staking. So that's the purpose of this entire system, which is brilliant, you know. So that's why come check it out. This is something really important for everyone to learn because this can change the way we trade. Alright, so right over here you have your staking reward up to 36%, and if you put more tokens into the staking wallet, you will earn a higher percentage of maximum percentage. So if you're only doing up to 1,000 tokens, then you only get up to 24% max as a reward, as a dividend from the portfolio. Alright, FAQ is always important. You get to see what they say about certain questions here. So where do I buy Firepower tokens? So currently it's ICO. You can buy by using Bitcoins and Ethereum on the website. And after ICO, it's going to be on popular exchanges such as Coin Exchange. And yes, you can withdraw Bitcoin and Ethereum during the ICO. They even stated right over here. And you have to stake for 7 days to receive voting rights. Alright, what is Firepower? Is the amount of votes a member has. The more votes they hold, the stronger their firepower is, the more effective their voice is heard. Your firepower resets weekly based on your staked tokens. So they reset the firepower weekly. So in that case, you have to spend your firepower. So it keeps people active. If my firepower voting rights are going to reset, I might as well spend them. So yeah, that makes sense for them to do that, to show some kind of activity to make the system work. So how can you earn more firepower? By increasing the amount of staked firepower tokens, members can earn more firepower by signing up new members. Okay, for each member you sign up, you get 10 extra firepower. So you get 10 firepower points for signing up members. This is probably during, or this is after the ICO. The firepower you earn by signing up new members will not expire until they are used. Alright, so Firepower investment strategy. What does it consist of? Now they have number 1, safe core holdings of the top 10 coins purchased. Alright, so you know, top 10 coin market cap. We all know what that is. Number 2, medium risk altcoins traded on exchanges. Alright, so lower cap altcoins. And then 3, high risk ICO investments. Okay, so you have all 3. It's pretty balanced. You have low, medium risk, high risk. Alright, that's a very safe way to go about investing. So how can Firepower management team be able to sustain payouts? Through profits generated by our community based on diversified portfolio, price action trading in large volumes, and highly ranked and reviewed ICO purchases. Using proven methods, we project obtainable yet sustainable gains, which are shared amongst our users. Alright, so that explains it all. That's all we need to know is how they make money. So why should you choose Firepower platform? So Firetoken provides our members with an opportunity to earn tokens reward through staking or proactively voting and participating in large volume market price action movements. Weekly polls provide accurate market indicators, and members get access to collective-based exclusive market information. So we read that up earlier, and there's that. So you have all their social media channels here. Check that out when you have a chance. I'm going to go through that in a bit. Next off, we have their white paper here. A pretty nice design. Alright, so here's something new that I haven't mentioned yet. So they have a first mover advantage, which is true because we haven't seen a voting based governance system in cryptocurrencies. Alright, this would be one of the first mover advantage that I will see in this kind of space. Alright, this is something new that I haven't seen before, and that's why I'm introducing this to you guys right now. Alright, so there's 7 stages in the ICO. We're still early here. We're on stage 1 and it's 60 cents. So this is where I bought in. I didn't get in on the pre-ICO at 40 cents, but 60 cents is going to be $1.20 at the end. So we got to come in and buy it now, early, if we want to take advantage of the price. Alright, moving on to their Bitcoin talk. Let's see if I can find some more information over here. Right here. So ICO referral bonus, you get 10% Fire token, which is FPWR, and 10% Fire Power. Okay, post ICO, 10% Fire Power after the ICO is done. So you only get a reward in Firepower voting rights, not Fire token. Alright, conclusion. This is important here. So here, for instance, say you have 20,000 members by the end of their ICO, right? So there's 20,000 members. If each member allocates an average of $100 in their personal trading portfolio towards a coin we've collectively voted on, that will translate to roughly $2 million in capital. Alright, that is huge if you think about the numbers. That's just if everyone throws in an average of $100, but I'm sure some people will invest $1,000, some people invest $5,000, and some people invest less, like, you know, $50. So just if it averaged out to be $100, if you have 20,000 members, that's $2 million to move in capital in unison. Alright, so that's what they're saying. So can you pump a price and, you know, start a trend or trigger with 2 million? Yes, you could definitely do that. You know, so that's the advantage you have when you're working as a group. Now, of course, they also mentioned that the signals will be given to the members first, right, for them to purchase before Firetoken comes in and use their funds to purchase as well alongside with them. But this is a huge volume. It's a huge capital to be moving into one cryptocurrency at a time. Alright, so that's going to create a ripple effect. It's going to actually change the way we trade, alright, together. And that's why you have the picture here. You know, you're working together as a team, because that's a lot more powerful than just trying to, you know, move the volume by yourself. Why are they being anonymous? Alright, so if you think about what they're doing, well, first, let's see. They said they believe in protecting their members' identity, and the value also applies to our core members, developers, traders, and strategists. So they're protecting their members. We will never share members' information to public or private entities. They compartmentalize every operation, and the access is on a need-to-know basis. No single team has access to more than what they need to support Firetoken's community. We believe in the future of success, and we plan that we have laid out. Firetoken is in stage 1 of our project operation, and they have anticipated attacks from outsiders. Alright, so it could be DDoS attack, it could be maybe even regulation, I don't know, but Firetoken's main purpose is just to collect the votes, process the polls, and facilitate transactions amongst members. We also act as a fiduciary to trade, hold, and distribute profits among our members. The cryptocurrency market and the rise of blockchain technology is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Firetoken wants to positively contribute to build the foundation and secure financial freedom for those who believe in a brighter future. Action changes things. So you think about it, it's quite understandable that their identities can't be revealed based on the fact that these exchanges would not want to approve of their methods of moving these the prices. And some people might even call it a pump and dump, but if you're letting your members purchase first, that's actually a pump and pump, not a pump and dump. Alright, so that is actually designed for the community to make money. And in this kind of scenario, there's going to be a regulation on something like this, so I believe they have to stay anonymous. But hey, their system works, and I want to actually take advantage of using something like this to gather more data so I can make better decisions when I invest. But anonymous or not, their goal is just to facilitate the voting procedure, as I said. Alright, so who's this person here? Abra CEO. So he used to be the director of Netscape and also a software engineer for Goldman Sachs. So in this quote, it says he talked to several hedge funds with high net worth individuals and even commodity speculators. They look at the volatility in crypto markets and they see it as a huge opportunity. Once that happens, all hell will break loose, he said. Once the floodgates are open, they're open. Now he's saying that when the floodgates do open, Abra intends to help facilitate the rally. So you can imagine when Bitcoin gets to a price where it's low enough, where it's cheap enough, where they feel like they can capitalize on, it will start the bull run all over again. So we just don't know if it's going to be here, if it's going to be down here, or is it just going to take off right away. I highly doubt that, but maybe somewhere in the middle, right? I think I would agree with some like around the 6,000 to 7,000 mark. that's when the next bull run might take off. We'll see, but hey, we might be going to winter for a little longer. But as long as Firetoken is purchasing around these levels, or actually their investments are coming in around these levels and later, it's all good. So it's all gonna break out eventually. Alright, so that's the most important part on the timing of Firetoken. And if you check this out, this is TradingView. Now you see people pay money for data, okay? I mean, just to use the charts as another tool in trading for cryptocurrency to make more money, you gotta have these tools to help you out to make better financial decisions. Okay, so you can see that they charge, you know, $9.95 and other packages too, but Firetoken is going to charge only $4.99 for something this powerful, having that many people vote on what's the next cryptocurrency. Because you could go out there and watch all the different videos and go on Reddit, but why not have thousands of people do the same thing and come into a consensus of what the next cryptocurrency is going to be to make money, or the next ICO, or the next change in your core holdings. You want to know that, all right, with a larger group of individuals doing their own research and pulling it together as a community. Okay, so they're offering it at only $4.99. But if you guys sign up right now, you guys will get a lifetime subscription. So I just signed up for an account. It's a no-brainer. But for me, I personally have invested into this program because of the fact of what they're doing. It's going to change the way we trade. Reserve it. It's lifetime subscription, all right, before you start charging $4.99. So check it out. Firetoken's there. They don't have much traction, but I got my first video up, so it's going to help a lot. As long as people understand exactly what they're trying to do, because I don't think people get it yet, and that's the thing, it's just lack of education again. So Firetoken.io, I'm going to go ahead and leave this alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave this for you guys to review. And for the last couple of days I was doing a lot of research on this company for quite some time, just trying to understand exactly how their program works. I even got in touch with their marketing director, and you know, they've answered all of my questions, and all of it makes a lot of sense to me, and why this would be something that's going to change the way we trade. Basically, it's actually not fair if you think about it. If we have that much data pulled from so many different people, and knowing what coin or token to buy, hey, that could change things. Alright, so check it out guys. Alright, and go ahead and like, subscribe if you guys haven't, if you want further information like this. And I only make them, you know, about once a week, maybe sometimes even like once every 2 weeks, but hey, when I do, I come with the best opportunity I can possibly find. If it's nothing I'm excited about, I'm not going to make a video. Alright, it's that simple. So go ahead and comment too, like and comment. You know, there's a chance to win $150, and I'll see you guys on the next video.